Hello and welcome to Simply Football on FC Goa TV. I am Neeraj Prabhu. We are doing the post-match show today after what we saw yesterday between FC Goa and Atletico de Kolkata, a 1-1 draw in a fierce physical battle.
Top of the embryonic Leroy to start with. The man who's played for India since to go little and short decides not to come. Oh, what a strike! As possible, that was that's a guy in a bit there, Dick Drayton. Now then, down we go. Oh, here comes
We have with us former India striker Francis D'Souza in our studio. Francis, warm welcome to you. And I'm very much interested in knowing your comments about how do you rate FC Goa. They have played 2 matches now. What do you think is the quality of their overall performance?
I think comparatively to the other match, the first match and the second match, I think they started very aggressively in the first match. In this match, I think they were a little cautious, well aware that they were playing against the champions and their semi-final rivals, and there is always the fear that you are playing against a big team. You have to be a little cautious.
First match, I mean, free-flowing football, and the formation which Zico used for FC Goa was 4-2-3-1. He used the same formation in yesterday's match as well, but the game, their performance, as you said, was a bit cautious to start with. So in the same formation, they have played in 2 different ways. What does this formation depict, 4-2-3-1?
This formation, we have these 4 defenders with 2 players, Joffrey and Denison. The one is a little bit of a defending half, and one is the attacking. Jefferson is the more mobile player on the field. And you have the brilliant Mora in the midfield, along with the speedy wingers at both the flanks. So it gives you much of punch, and with lot of technical brilliance of Mora. I mean, they expect to get favorable results, and that's a good ploy that Zico is using.
Overall, do you think they look good on the eye? They are pleasing, FC Goa, the way they play with a lot of flair. Can you compare it to the last year, or do you see that they are better than last year?
I think this year they have prepared very well. They know their players very well. Zico is aware of the selection that he has done. He knows his Brazilians very well than most of us do, and he has his own tactics and strategies to use them in the favorable way to win games for FC Goa.
After the match yesterday, as is mandatory, Zico addressed the post-match press conference. Let's now listen to what Zico had to say about the game with Atletico de Kolkata.
Eu não coloco a palavra se no futebol. If não existe.
I've never used the word if in football, because if there
A
is
gente tentou de todas as maneiras, os jogadores estão de parabéns, lutaram o tempo todo para conseguir a vitória.
we tried our best, all my players I congratulate them because they gave everything to search for the result.
Criamos muitas oportunidades. Eu acho que a gente às vezes se precipitou um pouco para tentar querer decidir de qualquer maneira.
We create so many opportunities. Sometimes we were a little bit reckless, trying to make the result fast.
Queriam fazer o passe às vezes de primeira, com muito rápido, e às vezes erramos demais, tanto é que o nosso número de erros de passes aumentou do outro jogo para esse.
So we could see that sometimes they want to score the goal, they were passing at first the ball, they were not controlling the ball, and you can realize that the number of the wrong passes in this game was much higher than the previous game.
Nosso time jogou futebol, teve muitas oportunidades, participou bem, chutes a gol, o goleiro deles pegou boas defesas, faltava aquele último toque, aquele último pé ali para botar para dentro, mas eu saio satisfeito com a luta e a determinação dos jogadores.
I think our team played very well. We created so many opportunities. We had so many shots to their goal. Their goalkeeper did a very nice defense, you know. So I go home really happy with my team, what they delivered there on the pitch.
Francis, what Zico has stressed is that he is happy with the commitment of the players. They have given their everything in order to win the match. And he also praised the Kolkata defense.
What Zico said in his press conference was very true. You could see the lack of cohesiveness among the FC players. They couldn't maintain the ball for a long time. Maybe the pressure of the game that they were playing against champions also was one reason. And the other reason also could be because the huge expectations of the crowd that you have to win now, because the crowd is very vociferous in supporting you. So that puts a lot of pressure and demands on the players. And if you see the Calcutta side, they were a little more composed, and they were tactically very disciplined, and they could have possession of the ball for a longer time, until and unless that stupid headbutt started all that.
There was this physical aspect about this game. There was much more rivalry part of it coming into play.
I mean, this rivalry is there in among both the camps, and definitely it will definitely translate on the field. You see, but it is a little sad that the referee of the day couldn't bring a closure to it very early in the game, that it could spread to too many tackles in the game. I mean, a little tougher hand and tougher decisions. Initially could have had better control over the match.
FC Goa had started the proceedings well. It was not as smooth as they did in the first match, but nevertheless they were moving the ball around well, stitching the passes. But Atletico de Kolkata scored the opening goal against the run of play, and they completely silenced the noisy Nehru Stadium till then, and it was a pin drop silence kind of. So let's watch that moment when Arata Izumi of Atletico de Kolkata scored that wonderful goal.
There's plenty of purpose about Zico's team. It was strange how they took a long while to get going last season, but once they hit their stride, they were terrific to watch. And this is enjoyable again here now. Debabrata Roy. And then Joffrey. Joffrey, who got that whack in the first minute of the match, as if to say, welcome back.
That's a tackle. That's a proper tackle from Lucio. Stuck a big right leg out.
The Goa defence has been very sharp so far tonight. They've not missed a trick.
No, I mean, they both have really. It's been a real fast start. There's been attacking from both sides, down both sides of the Goa attack, right and left side. But so far, Kolkata have survived it. And Lucio and Gregory have been very, very tight on Hume. He's had a tough start to see him. Hume. It could be a long night for him.
What a strike, and Habas is up there leaping, because out of absolutely nothing, Arata Izumi for Atletico de Kolkata has smashed the ball wide of the Goan goalkeeper Andrade. Habas takes his seat again. It's one of the most spectacular strikes we've seen in the Hero ISL of 2015.
Another early goal, and another early goal for Kolkata against a run of play, probably like in Chennai a few days ago. Crossed into the box. I thought he might get there first, but on the side, a side volley there from Izumi. Great technique, gets over the ball, watches ball to his foot. A side foot, really. Hume was nearly in his way, but the contact was good, and it flew past the keeper. Outstretched right hand, and past him before he could actually reach a little touch on the keeper, but it was past him, well past him, and Lucio.
Francis, talk us through that goal.
I think it was a very good cross from the right wing, and very well anticipated by Arata, because the ball was meant for Hume, and Hume was covered by 3 players, FC Goa players, and fine piece of opportunism from Arata with a side volley, just to keep the ball within the target.
Ball at that height and to hit it first time with the side volley, how much of power and placement would have gone in that shot?
In fact, you don't really need too much power. You got to translate the power of the cross and give it direction to land it in the net. But I think the goalkeeper could have done a little better because the ball was not directed to the far corner of the net, of the goal.
We also saw Denzel Franco make a comeback to the starting lineup. It is exactly after 1 year that he has returned to the starting lineup, having gotten injured in the same corresponding fixture last year. He actually took the throw-in that resulted in the goal. So overall, how did Denzel Franco fare for ATK?
Considering his injury layoff and his first game for in this ISL 2, I think he had made his intentions very clear. The start of the match, he had put Mandar under a lot of pressure, and with his sliding tackles, he had sent a message across to him that he wouldn't let him play his normal game today, and he has succeeded to a certain extent.
Right. Goa had 55% possession overall and 18 shots on goal, and ATK had 45% possession and just 8 shots. So do you think that Goa were the dominant team, or this stats can be misleading given that Kolkata were down to 10 men in 63rd minute?
That's exactly what has happened. I mean, Kolkata were playing absolutely well. Their midfield was holding on to the ball, playing a lot of possession football. Baljit doing a lot of hard work around the place, and the moment of stupidity came. They were under tremendous pressure. I mean, there was no reason for Baljit to get into such an act, considering they were the winning team.
They were leading, till that moment in time. Atletico de Kolkata were leading by a goal, and act of petulance from experienced attacker like Baljit Sahni resulted in this particular moment. Let us check this out when Atletico de Kolkata were reduced to 10 men.
Away from the scene of the crime as possible. Oh, that was, well, he did dive in a bit, De Gregory. He was probably lucky not to make contact with the opponent's shin. Now then, down we go.
No, he should have gone. He should have gone.
As the referee bottled it. He's going over to speak with his assistant now. You see the opponent go, he knows it. Baljit Sahni knows. And out will come the red card for the first time in this season of Hero ISL football. A nod, a smile of acceptance. Baljit Sahni sent off.
And he's let his team down. Can they hang on another 30 minutes? It's clear. The bait was there and he took it.
For any coach, when a position his team is in, when they are leading by a goal, any player doing this would be absolutely criminal, isn't it? So any youngster watching this, they should know what not to do.
Definitely. I mean, you should know the discipline that is required of a player on a particular match situations that develop during the play. And since they were leading by 1 goal, I mean, it was very, very irresponsible for Baljit to commit this horrendous act.
Moving on, we had really stunning performances by some of the players of FC Goa, and notably Captain Lucio was yesterday. He was very determined to probably score a goal, and he was building up most of the attacks or trying to contribute to most of the attacks from defense.